Hi, welcome to the Intuitive Self-Healing channel. I'm so glad you've made it here because I bet you've likely been searching for some time and have tried all sorts of things, doctors and specialists, and you got all sorts of testing, naturopathy, maybe energy healing, meditation, biofeedback, or even plant medicines. You name it, you've probably tried it. But nothing's been working or lasting, and you're likely a little frustrated because it's felt like a waste of time or money. But something has brought you here because you can break free of chronic and complex conditions, addictive patterns, or destructive relationships when nothing else works by accessing the emotional, energetic, and spiritual reasons behind the symptoms. We all have an innate inner guidance mechanism that tells us when we're aligned with life-serving energy that keeps us healthy, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It also guides us to spontaneously reverse physical symptoms. Looking back, I didn't know my life and my healing was guided as I healed what they call impossible things in impossible ways. You see, in my early 20s, I had a streptococcal blood infection that caused massive boils over my whole body, and the infectious disease specialist at the hospital could only offer me antibiotics, which they said I'd have to take for the rest of my life. I was seriously dumbfounded, like these were specialists and they couldn't help me. So long story short, I had a spontaneous insight about the origin of my symptoms, brought upon by what you might call an inner process of alchemy or mind-body medicine. And the infection and my boils disappeared, along with lifelong eczema, and I started improving my eyesight. Since then, I've healed pre-cervical cancer, chronic migraines, and an autoimmune disorder, among other unusual feats I will share on this channel, along with exactly what it takes to experience this kind of awareness for yourself. How I like to explain it is like Star Wars when Luke is told to use the Force by his Jedi Master trainer Obi-Wan in this scene.
Use the Force, Luke. Let go.
Force is strong, Minister.
So the Intuitive Self-Healing channel is about learning how to use the Force to get out of your own way, your judgments, ego, mental chatter, or resistance. So as you start to understand your body as a conduit, you gain insight as how to align with Source, and you don't actually need to be healed because we're always in the process of being realigned, which means we don't tend to take on symptoms. But if you do, you're able to navigate them quicker. You're able to navigate illness, accidents, and injuries faster because you understand the meaning and the lesson, the coded messages in it for you. Now, everyone's a little bit different as to how they receive the information, so this channel is about trusting it. If you're still here watching the channel, consider it your invitation to join me on this journey to master the fear that keeps you stuck. So there are 3 areas I cover on the Intuitive Self-Healing channel. One is soul-level intuitive self-healing using the simple natural process of INside-OWT, which is a modern English translation of ancient Egyptian alchemical wisdom. The second is relationships as soul contracts. Relationships with your most difficult or intimate people in your life are your Jedi Master trainers to soul embodiment. People can go and meditate on the mountaintops alone. That's easy, but they don't see the reflections of themselves in others. You cannot excuse yourself, avoid, or play exalted monk from the soul contracts you signed up for. It's actually spiritual bypassing. The third thing I talk about is natural vision improvement because the eyes are the windows to the soul. Our eyes are the extensions of our brain and meet within the cortex at the pineal gland, which is literally our third eye. The way we prescribe and wear glasses as a species hinders our evolution, and I'm going to explain why. If you want to get the most out of the channel, take the time to watch the series and read my book. A link to both the PDF and audio forms is below. Grab yourself a coffee. I mean, you can get a coffee, but grab yourself a copy of my book. It's my gift. Then start applying the wisdom in it by joining me during my open office hours, lives, or practice groups. So that's it for now for the intro. Enjoy the magic and mystery on the channel, and don't forget Become part of the soul family by subscribing. It costs nothing but puts your life energy into the programming you want to see and support. Starting in May 2024, my goal is to be posting videos every Friday, but I do need some encouragement. Pop some comments below the videos so I know what I'm offering matters to you. I will respond and make videos off of your questions and comments.